Right. It seems that there are people who can't tell me the truth. Oh, really? Yes, Steve Churchill told me something that Caroline Stevens didn't tell me.
Thank you for calling Eastbourne Food Bank. Please note that all of our offices and food bank satellites are closed on a Thursday. You will find out when our satellites are open by going to our website www.eastbourne.foodbank.org.uk/locations. So that we can now direct you to the right person, please listen to the following options. If you require the advocacy team or a food voucher, please press 1. If you require the Money Live debt team, please press 2. If you wish to speak to one of the admin or management team, please press 3. Finally, if you need to contact the warehouse manager, Hello, good morning, Eastbourne Food Bank.
Oh, hello there. Yeah, I wanted to pass on a message to Steve Churchill. He rang me yesterday.
Churchill work for? Does he work for the food bank?
Well, he actually works in the warehouse. But I'm extremely upset and distressed. I cannot, I'm unable to ring him back on his mobile number. It's I don't know why it's disabled from me. I'm just not able to ring it.
Is Steve Churchill, is he a volunteer?
He's a volunteer. I think he's a volunteer, yes.
Can I ask why you would be needing to contact him?
Well, yeah, he's got some possessions of mine that he's looking after.
Right, then that's something that you need to take to the police. That's not something that you bring to us.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm a bit confused. Police? Why? I'm sorry. He works in the food bank warehouse.
I don't know of this particular person, but I can find out if we have someone of that name working for us.
Yes, you do. Because I spoke to him. I spoke to him, and he doesn't work in the food bank anymore. He works in the warehouse. I'm not able to ring him back on his mobile phone number.
But yes, but if he's got possessions of yours, then that's something that you need to take up with the police, not with us.
Well,
that's not something that we can get involved with.
I'm saying that he works in the food bank warehouse. So that's what. Well, maybe I should have.
What, in Eastbourne?
Yes. In the Eastbourne food bank warehouse. Maybe I should have tried to be put through to the warehouse.
That would be option 4 on the dialing system. You come through to admin. I don't know every single volunteer by name and surname. I'm a little bit confused as to how they've got possessions of yours.
No, he's been looking after them. Sorry if there's a misunderstanding. I'm very distressed and upset about some things. And I was hoping it would go to voice message, because I'm not really up to speaking to people right now, but
okay.
Yeah, no, I'm shaking actually because I'm so distressed.
Right, well, if you give me a message, if we have a Steve Churchill in the warehouse, I can certainly pass it on for you. Perhaps if you give me your number, I can pass it on to this gentleman and he can call you back.
Yes, and if you could explain that please, thank you. If you could explain that I tried to ring him back and I couldn't.
Right.
He did. I'm actually very, very upset because I'm reluctant to speak, but he was reluctant to hear me, it seemed. I mean, I don't want him to take that the wrong way. It's just, everything that's been happening, I'm shaking as I'm speaking. Everything that's been happening with me, this is establishment level now. And
right, can I take your name? I've got your number from the telephone screen.
Yeah.
And I'll ask if we have a Steve Churchill working in the warehouse. I'll tell him that you've called and you would like him to call you back. Can you give me your name?
Yes, thank you. It's Bryony McCarthy. And yes, you do definitely have a Steve Churchill working in the warehouse.
Okay, that's fine. Bryony McCarthy.
Yes, that's correct.
And you'd like him to call you back?
Yeah. Well, I would like that. Thank you. And also, I'd like to pass the message that this Caroline Stevens did not tell me that she had contacted him. She's not a very nice lady. She's supposed to be part of a truthers movement within the establishment. And I've got his Facebook message from her that I've posted publicly where she's threatened me. Now, if this is someone...
Right, that's not for me.
No, I know. This is...
I'm not sure where you can take that information, but that's not for me. As I say, I'm more than happy to pass on a message.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But the thing is, this is someone that who he didn't tell me about this, and I don't understand why, because he's told my partner. I'm only repeating I told him what my partner said that he said to him about me, that I was playing him. Now this is really very serious, because in between, for everything that's been happening to me, I've been forced to sleep rough. I've had police targeting, and lots of No. It's all right. It's all right. No, we've I've every horse has bolted. This has gone to an establishment level. It's that's how serious it is.
What do you mean establishment level?
I mean,
the establishment.
Well, I mean, just generally speaking, it's gone beyond the local MP level. Anyone who tries to help me is been threatened as well.
Including the CAB.
I've tried. No, the police have been part of the corruption. If you listen to this woman threatening to beat me senseless. That is in the accommodation that Steve Churchill. I wanted to try and tell him that is the council accommodation that I've been keeping away from for my safety for 6 months. I rang 999.
That's something you have to take up with the council.
And the members of the council, including Councillor Stephen Holt, are complicit, because there's a lady with cancer who tried to help me.
Okay, that's not relevant to the conversation that we're
This is completely relevant. Completely relevant. May I ask who I'm speaking to, please? May I ask who I'm speaking?
You're speaking to
Nicola.
At the head office. Yes.
Right. Okay. I'm shaking right now. I've even had someone from the food bank who is so rude to me, who hung up on me. I've had so many people. I've had to record conversations with people. It's so much has happened.
A message from you and pass it on to a gentleman called Steve Churchill.
Yes, and I'm telling you that there is a Steve Churchill who works in the warehouse. Yes.
That's fantastic.
Well, right, and also, I would not. Because this is not sounding very Christian to me, because and to be hung up on and to have these horrific things happen to me. Now, I am very upset with Steve, because it's all very well praying for me, but if people want to help me, because I have gone through the entire corrupt system in this town for years, and I'm just about hanging in there. I am. I mean, my lady, you said it. What I was just saying to you was completely relevant to the situation. What I'm telling you, because my lady witness and I were going to come down to the food bank personally, because Steve didn't seem interested. So I was going to play the recording that I've just tried to play to you. Now,
what are you expecting Steve to do?
What am I expecting Steve to do?
After you play him the recording, what are you expecting?
Can I ask, are you a Christian? Because the food bank is meant to be run by Christians, and I thought...
Absolutely, but if you want more Christian advice, perhaps go to your local church.
I thought generally speaking, the attitude would be one that's caring. I thought it would be one that's caring.
Absolutely.
Well, it's I'm shaking right now, and I'm struggling to get you to hear. I'm absolutely trembling because I'm trying to get people to show a little bit of care and concern. I'm absolutely trembling. Now, it was very, very difficult for me.
I can pass on a message to Steve Churchill on your behalf.
Well, do you know, your attitude towards me is not one of concern. I am for 6 months, I've been self-funding a hotel for my safety. I had to try and explain to Leslie Alloway about my circumstances in the last place that I was in. I've been forced to sleep rough. Now, she said she didn't know how these individuals could sleep at night, but then the last time I think the second to last time I was at the food bank, she almost gently had to shoo me out of there. She told me to just leave the only person who has been helping me, which is my partner, and for Steve Churchill to tell him that I'm playing my partner. My lady witness who's got cancer, I would have thought Steve would understand this because I never got to thank his wife because he lost his wife to cancer. I lost my mother to cancer. And my lady witness is I was on the pavement crying out for help. I'm trembling now in my dressing gown, and she came to my aid. She's not a Christian. I can't say for sure. I don't know. And what does it matter anyway? This is someone that actually cares. And that's why she and I are going to come down to the food bank, because I'm sick to death of the lies that have been passed around. I've been the victim of fraudulent.
We are a food bank service.
Yes, which is why your call handlers should not be behaving like all the obnoxious call handlers at the council. I was once hung up on by someone a few years back, and I don't mean this rudely. I don't. Yes, throughout the trauma that I have been through, I have been tortured.
I'm really sorry you've been through that, but there isn't anything I can do about that this morning.
No, I know. I'm not asking you to.
We're here to give you a food parcel if you're in dire need, and I'm more than happy to pass on your message to Steve Churchill.
Listen, I'm not asking for anything in particular. I'm just saying.
Then I have other issues that I need to get on with.
Well, either you're interested or you're not. No, you need to hear this because I love.
I've already listened for a considerable amount of time.
Would you like to you're not interested in what I'm saying to you. My life is in danger because of what the local council have put me through. I had to explain this to... You're not listening to me, are you? Can I just... right. There's another thing that I need to say. There's another thing that I need to say to you. And she's hung up on me. Absolutely disgusting. This is the Christian Food Bank. They passed around misinformation to Steve. I'm sick to death of this. They've passed around information that I'm getting help, which I'm not.
Find out when our satellites are open by going to our website,
Steve Churchill. I spoke to Steve Churchill. He rang me yesterday. That Caroline Stevens, that insider on the establishment, keep away from her. People have said she's a nasty woman. Yes, she is. I'm shaken. I'm absolutely disgusted. They know who I am.
Hello, this is Eastbourne Food Bank admin and management team. If you leave a message, we will get back to you as soon as we can. Alternatively, you could email the admin office on admin@eastbourne.foodbank.org.uk. If you require
They know who I am. They've passed around misinformation because I spoke to Steve. They're just passing. Hello, I just got hung up on by a lady. I've had to record my conversation. I'm having to record everything now. I've been documenting everything I've been put through. They know who I am. Steve Churchill told me, first of all, that this Caroline Stevens from Wiltshire had contacted him. He didn't tell me that. She didn't tell me that because she's a nasty woman. This is someone who prayed for me, talked me out of suicide, and then threatened me when I asked her about the name of a police officer. Now, the lady who just hung up on me, and I've live streamed this, she's saying there's no Steve Churchill there. Yes, there is. He's in the warehouse. Maybe I should have recorded my conversation with him because I don't understand why Steve is doing this. He's a friend of my partner. And basically, I'm speechless because lies, the misinformation has been passed around the food bank about me getting help. You only need to look at my YouTube channel, One Woman Vigilante, to see that, to see everything that I've documented, including me being attacked in council accommodation. Now, I don't understand why Steve has blocked his phone number if he can call me, but I can't call him. So she suggested, this lady, I've forgotten her name, but I'll play it back. She suggested I call the police on an employee at the food bank. So there we are. What can I say? What can I say? I'm absolutely shaking. Here's a recording for you.
To save message, press 0. To repeat recording, press 1. To verify your recording, press 2. Message saved.
I can see now why most people give up. I am a testament. I am a living testament. I am. This is a legacy. This is a legacy for people who, in this country, who are being... Do you know what the worst, one thing I've learned being brought up a Christian, the worst people to go to are the ones who call themselves Christians. Sometimes, not always.
If you leave a message, we will get back to you as soon as we can. Alternatively, you could email the admin office on admin@eastbourne.foodbank.org.uk. If you require a food voucher, please choose 1 when you hear the first message when you call in. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Hello, this is a message for the admin. You've had my voice messages because I've live streamed them the other day. And as I said, lies went around the food bank. I'd just like to play you this recording because the lady I spoke to hung up on me, not interested. Well, I wonder what our Heavenly Father would think of that. Shalom Yahweh. I'll just play this voice recording for you.
Because I'll swear down, I'll come up there and I'll preach you sin first. So I can preach. I'll preach all glory. Brandy, I'm not fucking joking. I'm not fucking joking with you.
This is me calling 999. Please. Right. I would just like to say that's in the council accommodation that Steve Churchill from the warehouse is aware that I've been placed in. And I would like Leslie and Ray Alloway to be made aware of this, because I'm disgusted with the certain individuals that work in the food bank as well. I don't know how many times I've been hung up on now, but I'd be a rich lady if I had a penny for every time. Yeah, so it's about who really actually cares at the end of the day. You imagine your daughter being in a place like this. It's Bryony McCarthy, by the way. I left voice messages the other day. There's a lot of misinformation being passed around. Thank you.
Saved message. Message saved.
Hello, Warrior Wales. I haven't read everyone's messages. Thank you, Brian Doherty. Bless you. I had a horrible troll on here from the police abusing powers community. When I made my phone calls to the food bank the other day, and I'm shaking. I'm absolutely shaking. This Sasha Code 25 was saying that, oh, you look paranoid, you look, all this rubbish, an idiot, and using foul language while I was ringing the food bank. Steve Churchill has got possessions of mine. This woman from the food bank has just told me to call the police. She's not even listening. Wait, you couldn't make this up. You couldn't make it up. I'm going to ring Ray. It takes guts for me to ring the phone. Well, that's strange. It's saying Ray Alloway's phone number is unrecognised. That's very strange. Why is Leslie's phone number not here? That doesn't make sense either. My partner's looked at my phone many times, and he won't let me touch his phone or anything. It is enough to make you go crazy, but I had Ray. So Ray's phone number isn't working, and Leslie's phone number isn't in here. Do you know what? Maybe Dan from Police Abusing Powers, maybe he's right. Maybe there isn't a God. Maybe we die and that's just it. That's it. Because you know what? The very people that call themselves Christians are running this. The Trestle Trust Food Bank is an Illuminati based. It's so Luciferian, and Leslie believes that Freemasons are Christians. Well, what does that mean? You tell me. What is praying for me going to do, Steve? Can you really, truly make yourself believe that praying for me? You said to me yesterday, you praying for me. But like Leslie said that. If you want to help me, you could email Josh. There are people hanging up. There are people who don't care. Oh my gosh, I feel awful. I just feel I haven't been able to eat, even though I was so hungry. I'm barely able to function. I'm going to go ask to go down to the food bank with Juliet, because I'm so disgusted. Right, now it's saying user busy. I'm just trying to ring the food bank to get through to the warehouse. I mean, do you know what Steve said to me? He said, I've had a message that do you want your stuff back? And I rang Juliet. I left a message for her in distress. I said, what is wrong with people? I mean, I've got to be very careful because Steve has been very kind taking my things for me. And he was caring for his dying wife, whom I never got to meet or thank. And yet, people don't listen. I've been self-funding this hotel for 6 months for my safety. I was on the phone for hours, a couple of hours, to the local government ombudsman yesterday. Again, it wiped me out. It wiped me out. And everything that the police have done, it's like no one's listening. No one's listening. This has been going on for years. This is absolutely... This is what happens when everyone walks around with their heads shoved firmly up their backsides, doing the British stiff upper lip. And I was one of them, but not because I wanted to, but because I was basically, like the rest of you lot, programmed to do it. And now I've been breaking free from that programming. They've attacked me, and I'm just asking for help. This is a fight for survival. This is a fight to the death. This is. And as for you, Caroline Stevens, you're disgusting. You are disgusting. And you know what? Shalom Yahweh, because in the name of Yahweh, he's going to know what you're doing. He's going to see everything. Even common law is under the Creator. You said I'm a very intelligent lady. Really? Okay. Yeah, maybe. And you are a dangerous woman. I trusted you. You sounded maternal. You prayed for me. You talked me out of suicide. There was a little part of me that thought, oh, here we go. Here we go, but I'm not like a lot of people. I don't see praying as being a do-gooder because I've got faith. But you didn't tell me that you contacted Steve. Oh, no. And when I asked you, who is PC, how do you know PC Scott Franklin Lester's name is really Dan Russell? I've recorded you saying that. And when I left the live stream running, you told me to take the live stream down. I did that. I'd accidentally left it running for 7 hours, and you threatened me afterwards. And I've put the threat on Facebook, and someone's commented underneath that post saying she's a horrible woman. She's a Fruit Loop. I don't think you're a Fruit Loop. You talk the way I do. The first thing you asked me was, what star sign are you? And you talked about the Nephilim. You work within the establishment exposing Freemasons. But you have shown your true colours, Caroline Stevens. You have shown your true colours. How dare you phone up a man who's lost his wife to cancer, making out you're concerned about me when you threatened me? A vulnerable woman. You disgraceful, despicable woman. No, don't believe in churches, Warrior Wales. Even my partner will tell you that. But he said, Yahweh's looking on me. Yahweh knows I'm telling the truth. Well, my partner has still emotionally abused me the day he said that. I'm having a horrific time. Everything I've survived, most people would not survive one of those things. One of them. Women aren't reporting rape or domestic violence. I've had domestic violence after my mother's funeral from a creep who was married twice, who made one of his wives take an overdose. So he told me, in his own words. I had attempted rape in 2010. I was exploited by adult social care supported accommodation. Even if there are lots of people like me ringing up, this is off the scale disgusting. I'm going to try and get through to the warehouse.
Please note that all of our offices and food bank satellites are closed on a Thursday. You will find out when our satellites are open by going to our website www.eastbourne.foodbank.org.uk/locations. So that we can now direct you to the right person, please listen to the following.
So you only ring up
If you require the advocacy team,
very politely in distress, and this is how you get treated.
if you require the Money Life Debt Team, please press 2.
There's nowhere you can go,
Speak to one of the
nowhere to run to.
management team, please.
Everyone will face the final judgment on their own. We'll all be held accountable for our sins. Every one of us, every single one of us will have, and that includes this call handler. I'm really disgusted.
Thank you for calling Eastbourne Food Bank. Please note that all of our offices and food bank satellites are closed on a Thursday. You will find out when our satellites are open by going to our website www.eastbourne.foodbank.
I'm just glad I'm recording everything. I wasn't going to record this, but I'm glad I did. The food bank call handler has hung up on me. They're the people that got me on benefits. The Trestle Trust. Let me tell you something. The Trestle Trust Food Bank were not interested when the survivors of the Saffron Facebook page, I'm a survivor, put up a petition to say disabled people are being bullied. They did nothing. That was 2015. I was bullied there. And guess what? Dr. Raffi, that horrible Dr. Raffi, got her mention in the local paper last year because someone took their own life at the Saffron. People are taking their own lives in these hotels. This is a private hotel, Eastbourne Hotel, that I've been self-funding for half a year, 6 months. The traveller woman that came in covered in blood because she got hit by a car, her partner threatened someone with a hammer. That was in council accommodation, and the police did nothing. They do nothing. But I've been polite about this. I've been extremely polite. I'm distressed. I'm shaking. No one's listening. Our Heavenly Father will know that you're not listening. Eastbourne Food Bank. They will know what's in your souls. Leslie Alloway. If you want to pray for me, pray for yourselves. I pray in Shalom Yahuwah. I pray that you take a good look at yourselves and the fact that you're not listening to people. You're not saying anything. I really do despair. You look at what's happening to children. You look at what's happening to children everywhere. What hope do us adults have? When I'm just trying to get people to do basic things for me whilst struggling to get a life I'll never have. Oh, go and have a cup of tea. Like that horrible Kathy from Stephen Lloyd MP office. I sat on a duvet outside and she came out and she said, "Oh, we are trying to help, Bryony." This is the Eastbourne Freemasons for you. And on the phone talking about the dinner they're going to have. And then I saw her sat outside a wine bar. She didn't want to help me. She was rude, obnoxious, drinking her wine. "Hello, Bryony." And I had slept rough on the edge of Beachy Head, suicidal, because the people in this town do nothing. They just like their awards. They like their applauding for the things that they're not doing just to make themselves feel good. This woman told me to contact the council. Councillor Stephen Holt, a man of God. A man of God. Which God? Which God, Stephen? Which God do you tell me? The God of this world? Because that, if you've been ordained, that is who you're serving. And you can't serve more than one God, and you know it. But you wouldn't speak to me or Juliet in Tesco's. You're despicable. You're disgusting. I don't care what you do and don't believe in. You don't care about people. You're not serving the people. You're not conserving your constituents. I'm speaking for myself, but I'm also cross, as my late mother was, that no one speaks up in this country. Sorry about that, but I'm not sorry, obviously.
Please note that all of our offices and Food Bank satellites are closed on a Thursday. You will find out when our satellites are open by going to our website.
I've been forced to do all of this publicly, when I'd rather keep all of this private. But I'm a vulnerable woman, so I've been forced to do something. They've put my life in danger.
Management team, please press 3. Finally, if you need to contact the warehouse manager, please press 4. Thank you.
Warehouse manager. Sorry, I haven't read your comments. I'm sorry, I haven't read your.
How can I help you?
Hello, is that the warehouse manager?
That's right. How can I help you?
Right. Okay. I've just to let you know, I'm actually glad I recorded this. I had a lady from the food bank. I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but she's apart from hanging up on me, she told me they don't have a Steve Churchill and to contact the police if he's got my possessions. Now,
No, we have got Steve Churchill.
yes, I know you have. Because I spoke to him yesterday on his mobile phone, which I'm not able to contact. I'm not able to get back to him. Now you can tell Steve I'm having to record everything now, which everything for my. Now I'm absolutely shaking. I'm deeply distressed by a lot of things.
What's your name?
Sorry, I'll try and calm down a bit. It's Bryony McCarthy.
Just hold the line a minute, Bryony. Do you want to speak to us? Recording everything. Yes, okay. Hello, Bryony.
Hello, Steve. I'm sorry about this, but I'm really sorry. I'll try and stay calm. Basically, I rang the food bank I was hoping that I could leave a voice message because I don't really feel like speaking to anyone under the circumstances.
Yes, one of the ladies in the office here came down just now and said that she'd been speaking to you.
Well, before hanging up on me, I've got it recorded, Steve. She said she said to me, this is why I have to record everything. She said, we don't have a Steve Churchill, and if he's got your things, she said, if he's,
she just works in the office,
She said, if he's got your things, then call the police. And I explained several times, but she wasn't listening, and she hung up. Now,
I explained to her what the situation was, so she understands now.
Thank you, Steve. Look, I'm in a bit of a predicament here because I'm not someone who likes to be underhand or anything. I'm brutally honest, but this is why I have to record everything now, and I have to keep everything documented because of the lies that have been spread. I'm struggling. This is I have to just be brutally honest because I'm thinking of how your feelings, but I'm also I'm full of so much hurt and anger inside about everything. It's a predicament that I'm in because it's no one is I'm absolutely shaking. I've had to, the fact that they've spread lies around misinformation about my circumstances is one thing. Well, about me being helped, about when you said yesterday in the food bank that they're helping me, that there were messages. I can't actually remember your exact words, but you said that Leslie said that that there was a lady helping me or something about with my.
Oh yes, because apparently there was a message left on the answer machine, I think, and so Rupert contacted her to say that it seemed that the message was that you've got a lady helping you now, and that you wanted, your possessions that I'm storing for you.
Sorry, what? I was the only. I left voice messages. Sorry, are you saying that there was another lady who rang? Not as in, not me, someone else.
Yeah, Leslie Alloway.
Oh no, sorry. I'm getting a bit confused here. You're saying that Leslie left a voice message?
No. What the message I got from Leslie was that you had left a voice message at Food Bank
yes.
to say that you were receiving help or you got new accommodation.
No.
You wanted your possessions, and you were going to go down to the Food Bank
yesterday
afternoon to collect them.
No, that's not what. No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said, and that's what infuriates me. People aren't listening to my voice. I've recorded all of this and I've documented it. I did not say that. I said I've been self-funding a hotel for 6 months for my safety. I'm not getting all the help and everything, and I tried to play this lady just now before she hung up. I said, do you think this is being a Christian? Do you? And I said,
the problem is, Blimey, we're not able here, in the warehouse here, particularly the office staff. They're involved in distributing food and things like that. They're not involved in services matters, you see. So she would be totally unable to be of any assistance. We're just not qualified to do it. So that's why she said, that all your inquiries should be going through, the council.
No, but Steve, that's not the. I know that. I'm not. I'm an intelligent woman. I know that, and I do appreciate that. I do appreciate. It's awkward.
If you do sort of keep talking to people and going round on things that they can't help you with, they have to be abrupt.
Steve, no, they don't have to be abrupt, Steve. I'm very upset. Look, I have just played her a recording. Listen to this. Hang on a minute.
Because I swear to God, I will come up there and I'll break you senseless. So I little bitch. I'll break your glory. Brian, I'm not fucking joking.
Right. I am terrified, Steve. I'm shaking right now. I'm trembling. I was very polite. She does not have to be obnoxious. I am trembling. Now, can you understand now? Please understand that whilst you praying for me, I really do need that. Of course I do. But I'm upset because I've had obnoxious call handers hanging up on me at the council and the local government ombudsman. I've got a case going now. But I'm absolutely trembling. I've been self-funding for half a year. I've been forced to sleep rough, all these things. I know you know. I won't go into all the ins and outs of all of that. But this woman was telling me the way she spoke to me. I'm hardly able to eat, sleep, function. These are crimes that have been committed. When I recorded that lady, who's not a lady, a raging alcoholic on a criminal tag, threatening to beat me senseless, you can hear me then ringing 999, and that was at 3 a.m. 3 hours later, I was arrested by by a well-known bully called PC Scott Franklin Lester Sr. Now, let me tell you something about Caroline Stevens, because she's not a nice lady, and someone else has said this. She's an insider on the establishment. She said she talked me out of suicide 2 months ago, and she prayed for me. She sounded lovely. She sounded maternal. I thought she sounded like a lovely lady. And then she asked me to take down my live stream, which I did. It was broken. The thing had been left running for 7 hours. I've had to document everything. Now, I did as she said, But when on Facebook I messaged her, I said, because I recorded her, she was on YouTube saying that PC, she didn't realise I was recording, that PC Scott Franklin Lester's real name is Dan Russell. And I thought, that's a strange thing to say. I've saved the recording to my laptop. I did as she asked. I took it down and she threatened me afterwards. And I've posted her threatening Facebook message on Facebook. I tell you honestly, Steve, I will die telling the truth for what has been done to me. And I'm sorry to speak like this, but I've had issues with Darren, where he has, I can't see the wood through the trees anymore, because Leslie and Ray thought he was abusing me. Now, of course, he told me in a fit, we're having an argument, and he said to me in a fit of rage, he said, "Oh, really?" Because people were saying, "Oh, you still with that so-and-so?" And I said, and Darren said, "Well, do you know what Steve said to me?" Now, I'm in I didn't want to say this to you, but I've carried this anger around. If I carry it around, because if I keep carrying it around, I've already stabbed myself through the arm with a 6-inch knife from the hotel where I'm taking the pain out on myself, and it really upsets me. I just can't believe that no one seems to care. And Darren's words to me were that you said, that I was playing you. I had been beaten by the police up on Beachy Head during a welfare check, taken to the custody centre, stripped naked, then taken on the Section 136. I tried to phone the local government ombudsman. They hung up on me. I couldn't. You couldn't make any of this up. This was because I was complaining about the last accommodation where I was in. My life and other people's lives have been put at risk from dangerous individuals. I should never. A woman who has 40 years of experience of dealing with people like me, I would be happy to give you her name and number, but I don't want to give it on while I'm recording this, because people can hear this. But she said that I should never have been put in temporary accommodation in the first place. And I went into a system when I moved to this town. They were supposed to support me, and it's you know how it is. So the stop torture, they forced me to sleep rough, police torture. Most people would not survive one of those things. And I am fighting this, absolutely fighting this to the death. So I'm just warning you, people, I'm learning, even as I tell you this, someone like Caroline Stevens, she sounds like a lovely, lovely lady. You look at her videos, but she cannot be trusted. There seem to be people in this truthers movement, shills, people who really do, the ones like me who do tell the truth. It may be John Alexander Patterson, whom I met, I don't know, but they're being, discredited. And I'm not a great big person in any way. I'm just a woman who's trying to get help, like most people. And I just hope you understand that after when you rang off, I still felt frustrated. I tried to ring you back and it said number blocked. So I left a message for my lady witness, Juliet, and she said, I can't believe that. She said, were you present when Steve said that to Darren? And I said, no, Darren said he said that. And she said, well, he shouldn't be working at the food bank if he says something like that. This lady is still in recovery from cancer, and she was attacked by a group of drunks for trying to help me. I was literally on the pavement crying out for help. I'm not someone, Steve, who likes to ask people for help. When it gets to a point where you're yelling, it's like.
Okay, well, look, Bryony, if you feel that about me, if you feel that I should be working at the food bank.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Steve. I didn't mean it like that.
Your expectations, then I can certainly bring your possessions back to you anytime.
No, sorry. I didn't mean it like that, Steve. Sorry.
No, Bryony, I think you can be rude to people quite enough. And
rude.
I'm not in a
Rude, Steve. Steve. My life is in danger. My life has been put in danger.
This has been going on for months and months.
Yes, it has. Years. Steve, I cannot believe what I'm hearing. I made a gift for you.
I'm not qualified.
Have I, Steve? I have not been rude. I have not been rude to you. I cannot believe that you have just said that. I didn't. I'm saying what Juliet said.
I shouldn't be working at the food bank.
No, that's not what I said. Juliet said that because I'm upset. Do you understand, Steve? My safety, my life has been put at risk because of the council. Juliet has got cancer. My mother died of cancer. I was supposed to get help from these people. My life.
I'm going to have to hang. Bryony, you're going round in circles.
Steve, you're using the same phrase that they use. You're using the same phrase that they use.
Well, that's because you're doing the same to me.
I've been very nice to you, Steve. My life has been put in danger, Steve. I've got people watching this because I'm sick to death of the lies in this town. You were very kind.
I've tried to help you.
No, Steve, I've been very, Steve, Steve, please. Steve, please, listen to me, please. Steve, that's disgusting. My life is in danger. This is disgusting. You just heard, would you like to watch my YouTube? Would you like to listen to Juliet? Would you like to listen to Juliet? Would you like to? I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. There you go. I'm going to get Juliet on the phone now. I'm going to get Juliet on the phone. I'm absolutely shaking. This is Steve who's got my things. I'm absolutely shaking. I cannot believe Steve could do this. I cannot believe it. I'm absolutely shaking. I'm absolutely shaking. I'm shaking. I can't believe it. I can't actually believe it. I can't actually believe he could do that. He said he was praying for me and he's just treated. I can't actually believe it.
Unable to take your call. Please leave your message after the tone.
I can't believe it.
To record your message again, press hash at any time.
Juliet, I'm sorry to ring you at this time. I'm in the middle of live streaming. I am so shocked and disgusted by Steve. I was very polite. I'm in a great deal of distress. Yes, you're right, Bumblebee. He's got my things and he's refusing to return it. There's something inherently wrong. I've just played a recording of a woman threatening that Steve has just been very rude to me. I repeated to him what you said, and he just became unpleasant. And he said he showed me his true colours, and he's supposed to be a Christian. And he said, "Well, I think you're rude to people, Bryony." I said, "Steve, I can't believe you're saying this." He was caring for his wife. There's something, I've got people watching in my live chat right now and they're disgusted with Steve. I can't actually believe it. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Juliet, I need your help. I've played him the recording of this woman threatening to beat me senseless, and he's hung up on me. He said I'm rude and he's got my things. I've recorded a food bank call handler prior to that, telling me that they don't have a Steve and to go to the police, and she hung up on me. Now, that was Steve in the warehouse. There's something not right about any of this. We know that. And I can't ring him back on his number. Juliet, could you please ring me back? I don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't know, Juliet. I've told them all about my YouTube channel. I've told them no one's. I feel like, what's the point of praying? Really, I'm sorry, Juliet. I'm getting very upset. I've got to. Could you try and? I'll try and ring you back. I'm sorry, Juliet. I'm sorry. I can't believe this. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it.
Message saved.
Do you know what? It was Juliet that said to me that he shouldn't be working at the food bank. I was trying to be careful with my words. I'm upset that he said to Darren that I was playing him. Of course I'm upset. He's not telling the truth. Steve, if you're watching this, I've told you about my YouTube channel. I'm shaking. I know you lost your wife. I lost my mother. And do you know what? I'm sick to death. I'm so disgusted you could do this to me. My love, you've just said my life is not in danger. My life is not in danger. Look at my YouTube. I'm not even going to get into it. I'm appalled. I'm absolutely appalled. There are no words. This is what people pushes. Listen, guys, this is what pushes people to end their lives. Yes, he blamed. I made a gift for him. I made a gift for him, a thank you gift, and I never got to give it to him. I was in the middle of making one of these. And he just got all my... There you go. If there is a heavenly Father, which I'm struggling to believe right now, because the wickedness of man knows no end. I made one of these gifts. I'm making one for Juliet. I've been crafting some gifts, and I made one and I put it in a gift bag. And because I complained, they threw all my stuff together and they damaged it. They know I've got a clutter problem, and they're just evil. This establishment. I for some reason Leslie Alloway's number isn't on here. I don't know if Darren sometimes looks at my phone and deletes numbers. There's something not right. I don't actually want to. He tried to ring me last night. Shall I ring Darren? Shall I? I'm close to breaking point. I'm close to breaking point. How many times have I been close to breaking point? I'm so shocked. I'm so shocked. Yes, I didn't say that Steve said it. He's not listening. They don't listen. They don't listen.
Thank you for calling Eastbourne Food Bank. Please note that all of our offices and food bank satellites are closed on a Thursday. You will find out when our satellites are open by going to our website, www.eastbourne.foodbank.org.
I'm sick of the fakery in this town. I'm sick of it. It's so fake in this town. It's so fake. But I'm always polite to people, always. And it's because I'm a nice person that they've done this to me. I've spent most of my life down here. I'm really disgusted.
If you wish to speak to one of the admin or management team, please press 3. Finally, if you need to contact...
Darren is my partner. Darren is the one who said that he said I was playing him, and Juliet said he shouldn't have said that. That's the Eastbourne community. This is why I don't like going into churches. They're not the warm places that they should be. It's so fake. I gave up a lifetime of this fakery.
Now direct you to the right person. Please listen to the following options. If you require the advocacy team or a food voucher, please press 1. If you require the Money Life Debt team, please press 2. If you wish to speak to one of the admin or management team, please press 3. Finally, if you need to contact the warehouse manager, please press 4. Thank you.
Maybe Darren is right then. Maybe Darren was telling the truth.
Thank you for calling.
I will find out who is telling the truth.
All of our offices and food bank satellites are closed on Thursday. You will find out when our satellites are open by going to our website.
I'm not well. I can't believe what he said. Your life is not in danger and that I'm rude.
So that we can now direct you to the right person, please listen to the following options. If you require the advocacy team or a food voucher, please press 1. If you require the Money Life Debt team, please press 2.
Unbelievable.
If you wish to speak to one of the admin or management team, please press 3.
This country's going to
Finally,
hell.
if you need to contact the warehouse manager, please press 4. Thank you.
4. I can't even concentrate on what I'm doing. I'm so upset. I feel physically sick. I'm sorry, Bumblebee. I made one of those gifts for Steve as a thank you.
Eastbourne Food Bank admin and management team, if you leave a message, we will get back to you as soon as we can.
Unbelievable. Hello. I'm in a great deal of distress right now. I've just been crying. I'm so upset. I cannot believe that Steve could take this attitude with me, and neither can other people actually. I didn't know that this is what he was really like. Now I said to him, and I was very polite, I said what my lady witness friend had said. It wasn't what I said. But he's just shown me his true colours. I was very polite to him. I actually made a gift for him, by the way. You can tell him that, but it got damaged because of what was done to me. Now, I've got people watching this and listening. I played him a recording of a woman threatening to beat me senseless when I rang 999. And I said, my life has been in danger. He said, no, your life is not in danger. And actually, you're quite rude. I've been extremely polite and assertive, and I'm appalled. I mean, if he wants to pray for me, his prayers aren't going to do that. They're not going to mean anything right now because I'm so upset. I am so. What can I do for you? I don't actually know what to. I'm speechless.
I passed your message on to him this morning. And let him know that you'd spoken with me and that you would like him to give you a call.
Is this the lady who hung up on me earlier? Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And you know, is this sort of the level of compassion? Do you want me to play you that recording again?
No, I don't.
No, you don't. No, well, my life is in danger, and I've got a gift for Steve.
If your life is in danger,
no,
I would recommend it to the police.
Right. Well, you telling me that I need to report Steve Churchill because you told me to go to the police and report him to the police for having my possessions. I've got it recorded that you've told me to go to the police to get my possessions back.
If your life is in danger, what I hadn't realised with your scenario.
Could you please put me through? Could you please put me through to the warehouse, please?
You can call back on this number and select option.
I've already done that. All right. Well, I'll do that again. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Horrible, horrible woman. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. My life has been put in danger. The man who gave me the keys to the place told me that they had walked in on dead bodies. And I've got him recorded with a hate crime against me. Do you know what? This country's done for, because if you lot think that this is okay? This is why your children are killing themselves. I really,
and management team, if you leave a message, we will get back to you as soon as we can. Alternatively, you could email the admin office on admin@eastbourne.foodbank.org.uk. If you require a food voucher, please choose one when you hear the first message when you call in. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Right, I've several times I've tried the option for the warehouse. I've just been crying my eyes out and shaking. I'm so upset. I cannot believe this. I'm going to play. This is for Leslie Alloway, Ray Alloway, and basically anyone who thinks they have faith, because Steve Churchill claims that my life is not in danger and that I've been rude, even though he hung up on me. Several people have hung up on me. Just listen to this, because I've got a witness. I've got several witnesses. Right, the battery's low. This, so you can't hear it. The battery's going, but this woman is basically threatening to beat me senseless, and then I phoned 999. So Leslie and Ray thought that my partner had been abusing me. Yes, he has been emotionally abusive, and who has supported me throughout all of this. I made a gift for Steve Churchill. He's got my things. It's recorded. I can't. How can I take my things from Steve when I'm self-funding a hotel for 6 months? There are no words to describe it. But obviously, the people that work at the food bank don't have faith. But we know that being a Christian is just a Hellenized term. I was brought up a Christian. And you need to look into what Freemasonry is, because they are Luciferians who are basically practicing Luciferians who are shutting me down. And if it's the last thing I do, I shall tell the truth. It's all documented on YouTube, and I'm just done with it. I'm done with it. My lady witness has got cancer. My mother died of cancer, and she thought these people would help me. Steve, do you know what? The lies that fly around, it's worse than dealing with children.
To save message, press 0.
I'm so disgusted.
Message saved.
I am so disgusted. So disgusted. How can I even phone? How can I phone Steve? I feel like killing myself. Thanks, Steve. I feel like killing myself. Thanks a lot, Steve. Thanks a lot. Juliet, you were right. You were right. You were right, Juliet. You were right. What's the point? What is the point? I need to just try and get. I'm just so glad I left it. I'm so glad I did this. Do you know what? I wasn't going to do this because I thought I'd be underhand doing this. I actually thought I'd be underhand doing this. I thought that if I did this, I'd be underhand. But I'm so beside myself. I thought that what I'd be doing was underhand. What is wrong with people? That's why my mum cried for me. I can't get hold of Juliet. I can't get hold of her. I'm so upset. I am so disgusted. I really am. I'm so disgusted. We don't treat people like people anymore. Oh, Mother, I wish you'd just aborted me. I wish you'd got rid of me. having to deal with these people. I cannot believe people can. The people that are supposed to care. I thought he was a nice man. I just thought that Steve was a nice man. There's just no one. I thought he was a nice Christian man. No, I just don't. I thought. Your life is not. I don't know who to go to. I don't know who to go to. There is no one. They're so fake. The chaplains. There's no one. There is no one. There is no one. There is no one to go to. People don't care anymore. I've been asking for years for a bit of help. And this is what it comes to. All the torture. I just keep trying to ring Juliet. I just don't know what to do. People don't care. People don't care. You think the people that you think are lovely, you know. My mother would be so disgusted, but she brought me up to be polite. I hate being me. No, she brought me up to be decent. Juliet, I'm sorry. I'm in a great deal of. I'm so upset about Steve. I cannot believe it. You think that someone. I must be really stupid. I'm just live streaming right now. I've just been crying because I can't believe that. This man, you were right. I repeated what you said, and I'm so glad that I've recorded this, because I thought it would be a bad thing to record my conversations at the food bank. But he's shown me his true colours. I played him the recording of Carly Bishop threatening to beat me up. I've just realised that I even had a dream about the name Carly Bishop. This is how much it's traumatised me. And I ring 999. And I'm arrested, and I'm trying to, I played it right down the phone, and he said, no, you're the one you're rude, actually, Bryony. I said, Steve, why did you say you'll pray for me then? I can't believe what I'm hearing. He said, if you don't think that I should be working at the food bank. I said, I didn't say that. I just said, I repeated what Darren, I said how much it's upset me what he said to Darren, and he didn't want to speak to me. And I said this, he said, your life is not in danger. I've played him the recording, so he obviously doesn't, he's shown me his true colours. It's all on YouTube. This Caroline Stevens is a dangerous woman. He said that this Caroline Stevens from Wiltshire, she didn't tell me that she had contacted him. She's another one who prayed for me. She's an insider on. All these people who call themselves Christians and truth seekers. It's on Facebook. It's on my Facebook page. I'll text you my Facebook page. And you can see where this Caroline Stevens has threatened me, even though I took down the live stream where she's telling me Scott Franklin Lester, PC Scott Franklin Lester's real name. Steve wouldn't listen. He wouldn't listen. So Darren said he wouldn't listen. So either Darren's been abusive. Now Steve's been abusive. When are people going to realise I'm distressed? I'm upset. I've been abused. I'm traumatised, and I need someone to just tell the truth. And do you know what? I just actually feel like they've made me feel like killing myself. This lady's told me, I've recorded it on YouTube. This lady has told me to go to the police if he has my things, and they don't have a Steve Churchill, and she hung up. Then I rang the warehouse, and the manager there says, yes, we do. The manageress said, yes, we do have a Steve Churchill. I said, I know you do, because I've spoken to him, and I've got his number that I can't ring. So I just don't know anymore. I don't know. But I've got it recorded that he's got my things, and he's asking me, do I want to come and collect them? They're not listening. I'm self-funding a hotel for my safety. But do you know what, Juliet? I'm done. I'm absolutely done with people. I'm done with it all. I can never, ever trust anyone again. And you're just the last person. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just done with it, people. I'm sorry. I'm just done with it all. I really am. I'm absolutely done. I'm done with it. I'm going to get off the live stream now. People, if you really care, do me a favour. When you phone someone up, record your conversation, ask for their name, give your name, record the whole thing, and post it to me as evidence. And please, I ask, would you contact Josh Buberindi on my behalf? Josh Buberindi. You can see on Facebook, he's got an email address. I can't remember off the top of my head. I need to go and sit down because I don't know what to do. I don't know anymore. I'm done. I'm done with this world. I'm done with people. I've been trying to get help for 26 years. Do you want me to show you again? Steve Churchill. Do you want me to show you? I'm a rude person, am I? I've been... Look at the video of me being attacked with blood on the door. You've shown your true colours, and if there is a Heavenly Father, Yahweh, you will see it. You will know. And please get through to him. Get through to these people and their souls. If there's anything in them, they will see. Look under Josh Buberindi, OBE's message, my message to him, and you will see the link where I have been attacked at 3 a.m. with blood on my door. I'm that's it. I'm done now. I'm absolutely done. I'm sorry, people, but I can't do this anymore. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. I can't do it anymore.